a world-class player with a world-class finish. Probably wouldn't even count as a chance if he was doing it on that way. So yeah, really proud of him, but obviously disappointed in the end.
Bearing in mind recent results, were you expecting a performance like that?
Yeah. We've worked hard. We've worked hard on our shape this week. We've done a lot of good work, and ultimately, just come up short. I think our one defending was really good. We defended the combination play really well, probably up until the goal, which ultimately has undone us. But yeah, we've got a good group here, and I was really pleased with them. And the challenge for us now is to take that on into League One, because we shouldn't be where we are, but we are, and that's the reality of it. But we have to move them performances into League One week in, week out. Yeah, and every game's different. It's we had a plan for today, and it nearly worked. Just probably lacked that one golden chance at our end, and I think maybe Harry Kane plays for us today. We might have gone through, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Yeah, so it is behind, and we just have to move on. We've got no time to sit and lick our wounds. We go to Bolton on Monday to play Tuesday night, and we're up and down on the country this week. So refresh as many as we got. We won't be getting many bodies back to that group, so that group's going to have to go again. But I was really proud of them. I thought they emptied the tank today, and ultimately that's our challenge. We have to empty the tank every week.
Responded really well to the mistake to see as well.
Yeah, I said in the huddle at the end, listen to them, listen to the crowd. Honesty, hard work, they'll clap that, and we need to give them that. And I thought they were brilliant today, the crowd and the players.
Is that what you said in that huddle?
Yeah, in the huddle at the end. Yeah, ultimately that, a couple of other things that probably can't say out loud. But yeah, so I was really pleased with the players, and I say our challenge is to take that performance and that effort and that unity into every week in League One, because we're better than where we are.
What made you do that?
I don't really talk much in the change room, because I think that's their place. Certainly at Tottenham, when you've got your coaches have got their own change room, which is like a 3-bedroom house. So you don't have to be in the change room, but I think the change room really is on a match days for the players. And I came and we'd done all our work at the hotel this morning. They had spoke briefly with them before the game, then a little pep talk before we came out, and then come out, sit on the bench, and then leave the last little bit to them. And after the game, as they speak on the pitch, them fans deserve to see their players, and they deserve to get the clap they got. I say them in the change room, that's back to the players. They can recover and take their protein on, and we got a tough week, so we need to recover well. Excellent, yeah, absolutely excellent. I told him at the end that he plays like that, he'll play here every week. Probably not at Tottenham because he's an Arsenal fan, but certainly at this stage, I thought it was a top class performance.
You've seen him arrive in the summer. How much has he developed and progressed?
Yeah, still lots of work to do. And we've been working with Zach. He's been a work in progress since the summer. But yeah, again, they're the levels. You play at that level, we know what he's capable of. Zach's challenge is now to go again, and go again. And one I've got loads of faith in him to do.
What did you like about his performance today?
I thought his 1v1 defending was excellent. You come to a place like this, you have to defend well 1v1, and I thought his 1v1 defending was really good. I thought his pass selection was good. Yeah, he played the full game. He played it out. He still had legs in him at the end.
You turned to him at necessity this season because of all the injuries, and he threw it in the deep end, and he's sort of superb.
It's hard, isn't it? He came as a development player, so to speak. We brought a senior right back in Joe. Rafferty's obviously had his injury problems. Zach came in and he had his injury problems. Kieran's had his injury problems. We've had to change shape because we haven't had a right back, for 12, 10 games, and it's difficult and probably affects some of the results we've had along the way. To get Zach back was a real bonus for us. We've got flexibility to play a back four now, which, ultimately I think we would have preferred to play this season. We started this season with a back four and done well with it. We changed that of necessity because we never had a right back. But to get one back, two back today, because Kieran was on the bench, is good. To get Zach playing the way he played today was excellent for us and really good going forward, hopefully.
What's the situation with Jay?
Jay has got a grade 2 medial ligament. I'm hoping 6 to 8 weeks. He just rode a challenge in training the other day and opened his knee up. He had it scanned. He'll be in a brace for a couple of weeks probably, just for safety reasons for Jay really. But yeah, not good, but better than terrible.
Is this Thursday training or is it Friday?
Good question. Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, I just never told you Friday.
He was ill before that as well, isn't he?
He was, he's been ill. He's had we've had this bug going around that I've had for 8 weeks, I think. Can't get rid of the cough. Dane's had it for 3 weeks. Jay's had it. It's difficult. You spend so much time together. Just people pick things up, and we work closely together. So it's difficult. But yeah, he was over the bug. And today would have been a really good day for Jay, because you come to places like this, you need athletic boys, and Jay's really athletic.
And like Zach, he's come of age this season as well.
He's getting that way. Again, consistency of performance. He's had some really, really high moments, and he's had some moments but not so high. So the challenge, to say, to all of us, but certainly to the players, is consistency of performance. And I think if you're going to play at the top level, they play at the top level because they're good every week. They're not 8s and 4s. They're 6s if they're terrible, and they're 8s, and then they're 10s when they're brilliant. We have to play to an 8 more as a group.
Simon, I just wanted to ask, for you personally, I think you're born in London, spent most of your career here. I mean, it must have been a pretty special moment for you to come out to a stadium like that against a big London team like Tottenham and see it, a team that you were managing, albeit as an interim head coach, produce a performance like that.
Yeah, please. I was born in the Elephant and Castle, grew up a Wimbledon fan when my parents moved. I came to the first game at this stadium, Crystal Palace, a few years ago. So yeah, it's a marvellous place. Really privileged and honoured to take a team here. I've been coaching probably 20 years now, just over. From where I started to today's a big jump, obviously. Yeah, proud my parents were here to see it, my wife and son were here to see it, so really proud of that. And ultimately just disappointed we just couldn't see it through.
And what about Riley Tower, obviously, just through the door? Was he here today? Is he watching somewhere?
He may have been watching somewhere. He was not here today. He's back in Bristol, I'm led to believe, getting all his stuff together. He'll come Monday, he'll train with the boys Monday. He's cup tied to at Bolton, so he'll train at the training ground with the fitness guys while we're away, and then join the group on Thursday, Friday. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's been a good loan, certainly for Dane and us also. Obviously a young boy, super talented, brilliant kid, humble, hard-working, everything you look for in a top player. And he'll be a top player, I've got no doubt of that. So yeah, I see no reason that Tottenham want to call him back. And if they do, I'm sure we'll take Harry Kane off them instead.
Tower, your links to AFC Wimbledon. You need to watch them.
I've watched him about 5 or 6 times this year, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, got lots of good attributes. Young, left-footed, 6'2", not slow, can step in and it diags, can play through the lines. So, you know, they're really hard to find left-footers. So a young one with, you know, he's played 20 games I think for Wimbledon this year. He played some games for Grimsby before. I've been across him for probably a couple of years now. Just hard to find when you see left footers who are 6'2" and not slow. You keep an eye on them, and he's one we kept an eye on. And Richard Hughes, sporting director, has done a brilliant job getting it over the line for us.
So I'm just on the top. Were you surprised Bristol City were sort of willing to part ways with him? I think he's still just 20, and as you say, has a sort of quite a rare set of attributes, and has sort of impressed so much forwardly in his first ever real run of games in the senior team.
Yeah, but obviously they got their reasons. I don't know. You know, he's a smashing kid. Riley Taylor, everyone at Wimbledon I speak to tell me he's a really good kid, so he'll benefit the group. I'm not sure I'm going to have him on my quiz team. But no, you just say really good attributes, really good personality. So one we're looking forward to working with.
Just don't ask him any questions about wheels or doors.
Yeah, not if you want to get away in the next 20 minutes.
How are you doing?
Yeah, he done really well. They was really pleased with him. The manager phoned me the other day to have a go at me, jokingly. Jacko, telling me to stop nicking his players. I'm telling him that it weren't actually his player, it was Bristol City's. But yeah, you know, again, from the first time I saw him to the 5th or 6th time I saw him, the improvement's huge. And these young players will get better with games. They need games. Sometimes it's at Portsmouth, sometimes it might be alone, but you know, you only learn when you're playing. It's the best teacher in the world, the game of football. So yeah, he offers us a real good option going forward. And
Is there a degree of patience required here? Is he ready now to get the first two?
well, that's up to him, really. You know, as it is with all of them. You know, they come, there's an opportunity, there's a springboard here, there's a shop window here, there's game time here. We ain't blessed with a lot of players at the moment, so you know, if he's fit and ready, then we'll find out whether he's good enough and ready at the moment. But I've got every confidence in him, from what I've seen, that he'll be a really good asset to this football club.
Did Danny contact you before this game?
Yeah, I spoke to Danny by text. I think he's gone away. He texted me this morning and said that I deserve it and enjoy it. I text him back saying, I wish it was you because I've been awake since 4:30, which is the truth. But yeah, class act, Danny and Nicky, class. You know, won't have anything said against them. Two really good guys, good football people. And yeah, I expect nothing less of two. I'll check my phone when I get back. I'm pretty sure I'll have a message from both because they're genuine, honest, good guys.
That quite touching, that message.
Yeah, always. You know, Danny, when he spoke to us on Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday, he said that he don't like doing this because he's an emotional guy, and I said, well, I better stay outside because I'm an emotional guy as well. When you work closely with people like we have together, it's sad, and as I say, I've said before, we all have to take some responsibility for two people losing their job and two good people, so no one's no one comes out of the last 12 games, 14 games with any credit. Certainly not myself and certainly not the other staff.
Yeah, so sort of raining input players this week, it's all about focusing on what's happened in the past.
No, they've been good. They've been good. I'm pretty clear with them. You know, I don't leave too many grey areas for them. You know, I want them to enjoy coming to work. I hope they've done that this week. And we move forward. We've got another tough week, a week where we're going to spend a lot of time together. So yeah, we got no problems within the group. They're a really good group. Brilliant. Thank you, gents.